Today my topic is about a person who made a valuable contribution in the development of English prose. He did really great things in his sphere, writing prose, and he contributed at that time when English prose was being written in loose sentences and the sentences are too lengthy. At that time he supplied short sentences with no use of parentheses, which was quite unfamiliar with English language at that time. Yes friends, today I will talk about Bacon's prose style. This is my fourth video on prose style. A link of other videos will be given in the description box. If you want, you can check those videos also. So let us start with today's video again on Francis Bacon, whose time period is 1561 to 1626. Again, I would like to introduce Bacon as the most influential and resourceful writer of his age or of his time. He used different types of literary devices like paradox, aphorism. Aphorism is already discussed in my previous video in detail. You can check that video. And then in his essay, there is touch of reality and practicality in his writings. And his prose style is remarkable. Because of this prose style, Francis Bacon is famous worldwide, not only because of his philosophy but because of his prose style. And today we will discuss about certain qualities that are present in almost in his every essay. So before starting, let us revise what is a prose and what is a style. Prose is a form of language that has no formal metrical structure. It means prose is a natural flow of speech. And when we talk about style, we can say it is a manner in which writer presents his theme. He discusses his ideas and themes with his readers. That is known as his style. And each and every person has his own different style. And what are the qualities of Francis Bacon's prose style? That is why today's topic. Now come to the main point. Bacon is generally known as the father of English prose. His prose style is famous as he not only laid the foundations for English essays, but he also created a proper writing style. Many writers have already contributed in this prose writing. They have tried their best to keep prose up to date, but it had some drawbacks. And for instance, we can say in former writers' prose style, the sentences were too long, essays were too tough to understand. If we talk about great writers like Raleigh and Hooker, they were writing prose, but their style of writing was difficult to understand, right? It was not for the layman. If one have to be studious to understand their style of writing. Apart from them, some skilled writers had also shortcomings in their writing styles. But if we talk about Francis Bacon, it was the greatness of Bacon as a stylist that he set up a model of writing prose. We can say particularly about essays, right? The prose style of Francis Bacon, it is not wrong to say that he has introduced a new style of prose writing. He reformed the English prose style by reducing its shortcomings. And some stylistic qualities of Bacon's essays are like this. Firstly, I would like to discuss about his style, that is short and concise sentences. He used short and concise sentences. It is one of his major quality in his prose writing. He keeps his subject focused, clear and concise, and his purpose is to convey the message in lesser words and without yes, this is very important that he wanted to convey a message in using lesser words but without losing its original meaning. That is very important, that he does not we can say concentrate only on lesser words because he wanted to be famous rather than other great writers, but it should have some meaning. It should not lose its original meaning. Hardly any other prose writer of his age has this kind of ability, right? Second stylistic quality is no parenthesis. This quality of Bacon attracts his readers towards him. He almost removed parentheses. Actually, he does not need parentheses at all because every word is self-explanatory in his essays. Each sentence has capability to explain itself. That is why he is famous for his terseness and conciseness, because he has a best quality to we can say explain his ideas but in lesser words, and every word is self-explanatory. Each sentence has capability to explain itself, and this style has attraction and it appealed to the readers due to clarity. Third style we can say about clarity in his prose style. He gives examples from everyday life experience. Even a layman can understand his philosophy because it is very clear and very to the point. One does not have to be studious again to understand, because these, we can say, his essays are filled with clarity. He uses simple words, we can say, in easy language. He uses simple words to explain his ideas, but again with clear meaning. That is the important part, that his ideas are clear, right? Next is rhythm and coherence. Bacon knows very well that lack of coherence in sentences means lack of interest of readers. He divides subtopics in paragraphs. Even critics also appreciate coherence in his essays. Next is aphoristic style. Aphoristic style is already discussed in previous video. But I will discuss it again, because this is one of the main qualities of Bacon's prose style. Aphorism is a short, clever saying. What is the meaning of aphorism? It is a short, clever saying that is intended to express a general truth. And many of his sentences have an aphoristic quality. They are like proverbs, which has a quotable quality, or which can readily be quoted when the occasion demands, right? These are the proverbs which are used most of time, we use in our day-to-day life, in our daily experiences. And his philosophy is based on facts and truths. That is why his proverbs are quotable. That is why he uses aphoristic style. His ideas are not from utopian world. His ideas are based on reality, and this style was accepted in his time because of its reasoning power. And these are some sentences which are famous or known, because in these words tell us about experiences of life, and these are the opening lines of some essays. And these very clearly tell what this essay is going to be tell about, and creates interest in us. Next is themes. As far as themes of his essays are concerned, his themes revolve around perennial interest, right? Perennial interest means his themes are related to such topics which are useful for every age, for all religions. These are not for one particular age, not for one particular religion, not one for particular strata of society. His themes are perennial, are of perennial interest, right? For example, he talks about religion, friendship, government, state, science, worldly wisdom, ethical qualities, right? These are the themes to which he is about which he talk about in his essays. Next is impersonal. He presents his argument without involving himself. He is never subjective and personal in his essays. He presented his writing through aphoristic style. For example, in his essay of studies, it does not give his personal opinion. He leaves readers for their understanding. He leaves his work for their readers. Means if he starts his essay, he starts with such a statement that we want to read it, what he wants to say, right? So his touch is very impersonal. He detached his personality from his essays by using examples which does not at all require his personal opinion. Bacon used various styles rather than depending on one style, we can say. As a man of Renaissance, his works represent characteristics of his age also. For instance, the use of figurative language. Along with this, we also find similes and metaphors, mainly drawn from natural and scientific aspects. Talking about weaknesses in prose style, Bacon's style, we can say, his style was suitable for all occasions, for all strata of society. His style, we can also say, his style is extremely simple, easy and graceful. But his style has its own defects, demerits, weaknesses, whatever you can say. But the balance is always in the favor of merits. Like Jacobean authors, Bacon's essays are also interloaded with scraps of Latins. He was we can say he was guilty of this practice. He had a great fondness for Latin language. It was quite natural for him to play with Latin words, and it was natural for him to insert Latin quotations here and there in his writings. Sometimes his grammatical structures are loose. He uses excessive Latin phrases, etc., which sometimes create difficulty for the reader to understand it. But always balance is always in the favor of his merits, right? In conclusion, I would like to conclude that he is commonly known as father of English prose and essays because of his style, and we can also say that there is no match for him. When we consider his works with reference to his age and the authors who wrote English prose, and we can have nothing but admiration for his style. He set up a new world of prose writing, which was at once simple, easy, graceful, rhetorical, musical, and condensed at that time. He remains unrivaled in the combination of picaresque with wit. He is unrivaled in this matter. We are charmed by the play of fancy, and he tells us about the experiences of lifetime, and through his essays he talks about, I have already discussed, religion and government, state, all these are perennial interests, and his maxims have become household words, and his greatness lies in giving a universal appeal to his writings of all the essayists of his time. That is why we can say there is no match for him, and English literature is indebted to him for making large reformation in English prose. So friends, this is all about my today's topic about Francis Bacon's style, prose style. I hope you will like it, and if you like it, please hit the like button, share and subscribe my channel, and if you are new on my channel, please hit the bell button so that you can get notifications for my upcoming videos. And thanks a lot for watching.